Stand up! Vanguard!
What's up, Cardfighters? Clark here from Vanguard Central with Josh, our friend from Sac Squad, aka he's still with Vanguard Central down here. Otherwise, we just wanted to bring a quick discussion from our experience at the Bushy Road, a little bit of a Bushy Road rant, and just see where it takes place. But otherwise, the event was pretty good. There were some the place was nice, right? Was it like a hangar base?
Yeah, I liked it better.
I mean, it was nice. It was a lot better than where's it? Anaheim Team League, right? Was in there.
Yeah.
Team League was in Anaheim, so it was a lot nicer, I guess. A little bit closer, maybe, right? But otherwise, I would say that was the pro. I mean, a lot of nice people that we met there. Cons, I would say, like, not very structured or organized. I mean, like, you come in, everyone leaves super early, registration starts at 9. We don't start playing till 11 o'clock.
Around there, yeah.
Around 11 o'clock, first round doesn't go down. People still, like, didn't have deck lists ready, for some whatever reason. It's hard to, like, really have a structured event when not everyone is coming prepared. I mean, it's like, this date is coming up. Why doesn't everyone get, like, the deck list and stuff finalized the night before, so we don't have to run into those situations? Because then if everyone's out there, we're all done, we're all ready, we can get the event smoother, right? I mean, like, did it take too long for you to get all your stuff done the night prior? Or?
I just wrote my list the night before.
Yeah, I mean, it takes like, what, 10-15 minutes?
Yeah, maybe less.
I mean,
depends on your deck.
Yeah, I mean, you like to sleeve stuff up and stuff. Otherwise, what else happened? Judges, fine, I guess. I mean, like, we'll run into that a little bit later. Promo was really crappy. Sonic Goal or whatever.
Oh, yeah. The Brave guy.
Yeah, the really
It's
bad
okay.
one. It's like, for whatever. How was your experience? What would you say? You had a good time. Like, what are some
Well,
pros?
I had a good time.
Well, yeah, because you're freaking top. But what were some of the pros outside of that topic?
The pros? Pros is, like, I got to meet a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of cool people.
You got to see some decks that you never see.
What was it, like Murakumo, Dark Irregular, Nubatama, everything towards, like, the bottom of the meta right now. I'd say that my experience was, like, pretty tilty. Like, I had a good time. I was 2-0 at one point. Obviously, I had to G-assist round 1, and then I came back and won that. Game 2, I beat Nikki, one of our close friends, and he's, like, one of the harder matchups and better Link Joker players that I know, and that was super duper hard, and I beat him. So in his face. I hope he sees this. But then round 3, my god, I guess the Murakumo guy must have misplayed against me, or I just let a ton of crap go. But otherwise, long story short, even though I was winning the entire game, it went into time. I was on next stage turn, and he had 3 cards in hand, and we were both at 5 damage each? Yeah, we were both at 5 damage. I had just triple drove, and I checked triple trigger, and I healed, so I was 4-5. Judge calls time, doesn't let me continue my turn, and says you both get double loss. And I'm just like, why do I get double loss if I just have to finish my turn? He's not going to survive. I had full board ready, I had just had triple trigger, and I have another Vanguard attack, and he has 3 cards, which were 3 G guards. With what he revealed to me, but I'm just like, you're not gonna survive. Even if he does survive, I have 6-7 cards in my hand. Like, I'm gonna win. There's nothing like you could possibly top deck that's gonna save you from losing to me in that turn, or even the turn after. And he was just, like, super stubborn, and I was just like, so what? Would you rather roll for it? Like, at least I offered that, right? Would you rather roll for it or take a double loss? You were there. And he was just like, oh, I'd rather take double loss. Like, what? Like, what? What are you doing, man? That doesn't help you or me. That just knocks us both out and screws us over. And so we rolled for it. He rolled a 6, and after that, because obviously time was called, I see the same judge that stops my game at another table, but they're still playing. And that like super bugged me and irked me, and I was just like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, where's the consistency? If you're gonna stop me from in the middle of my turn and I'm winning, why aren't you stopping the people that are right behind me, almost going into more time than me? So like that just like super like pissed me off, and I just went on tilt because I shouldn't have lost a game for something like that. Because even if I had won out that whole day, knowing how block A went, there were a ton of XOs. I wouldn't have made it. I would have been on the bubble and been just as disappointed as all of my friends. Round 4 I should have won. I just misguarded one turn, and I played like super dumb, thinking that he wasn't gonna live, and then he top deck stride fodder, and I was like, well, that's Vanguard. But yeah, that's what happened to me, at least for the entire day. If you didn't see the recap. But I just think that the judges need to have some sort of consistency, or have like, since they've played the game, they should understand situations. And if I'm gonna drop out all my cards, you're like, oh, he has PG, he has 2 cards, he's not gonna live. Even if he does live, how is he gonna win? Then give the win to the guy that's already winning. Don't be like, oh, you both get double loss, because that doesn't benefit anyone. That just knocks you out. Now you have something, your back's against the wall, and you're not even gonna make top 8 because of it. I mean, was there any judging issues, like any consistency errors that they didn't do with you?
More because like only that round 5 thing, but I've talked about it so many times.
Yeah, I saw the other interview, but yeah, like it's just there needs to be consistency with these events. I mean, like I understand the double loss thing was implemented in Atlanta from what I heard, and you know some judges are like, oh, just play it out if it's your last turn, or oh, both of you get double loss, or whoever has less damage wins. Yeah. Like that makes sense, but
like it also is like players are also responsible too. Like they should be like aware enough to be like, oh, you won this. Like you were gonna win, you know. Like, but I was lucky because like my round 2 guy, I had full control. I even had less damage than him. So when it did go into time, he was like, oh, you got it. You outplayed me. Yeah, you had more damage. Like
you had complete domination, and like just knowing how the game is, like no matter what I do, will I survive or will I win? It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Like how some people could be super stubborn. I mean, I understand people want to win. It's a high stress environment because it's only coming once a year. But it's like when you know you're gonna lose, like hey, just give it to the guy. Let him go on. Don't take a double loss. That's just sad. There's like, why would I go to a tournament, like spend like 2 months, 3 months, whatever amount of time to play test, to go to a tournament and double lose? They really need to get rid of this system and abolish it, because it's not benefiting anyone. And I mean, granted, like it may seem like I'm crying about it, whatever, but there are a ton of people that I talked to that were affected by this, and it just makes no sense. Like it just pours that salt on you.
Yeah, I mean, like, alright, we're only 2 of like the 800 people, right?
Yeah.
If it's happened to us, it must have happened to us. Like,
yeah, there's at least like 798 more people, and like, was it Chicago's thing is coming up, right, or whatever? Yeah. Like whoever's next in the regionals department, like, you know, just be ready for some salt and stubbornness, because it's either you roll for it or you take double loss. And no, you know, you can't do anything about someone rolling a 6, even though you know you win. Like that happened to both of us. They rolled a 6, and it screwed us up. And like, you know, I probably shouldn't have gone on tilt. But even if, like I said, even if I did go X1, I wouldn't have made it.
It was gonna be
knowing how block A was, there were at least 3 or 4 XOs. So that X1s had to be like perfect in that span. So Otherwise, everyone was great. I think a lot of the people were pretty nice, except for like the super stubborn people who would rather get double loss. Judges need to stay super consistent, and I think Bushiroad needs to implement a second day for Vanguard. Since it is one of your more popular games, wouldn't you rather appease the people that are buying your $30, $40, $50 cards and spending all that time to play and basically advertise it? Like, that would make more sense. I mean, granted, like, whatever format or system they use in Japan, it works for them, and they must have like thousands of people play this game. You know, you don't know because we haven't been there. But I mean, for the hundreds and thousands of people that play it here, you might as well put a second day, because Buddy Fight is basically dead, right? I mean, I don't play Buddy Fight. Do you play Buddy Fight? Our local card shop doesn't even have like a Buddy Fight tournament, and even one of our other card shops that we go to was like, you want to play Buddy Fight or Dead Fight? Like, it's not even relevant. So it's like, why not just have Vanguard as a 2-day event and have rounds all in one day, right? Like rounds 1 through 8 or 1 through 7. Like, if we put in 8 rounds, maybe there will be an easier way to have a top 8 cut, because there won't be like these people who are X1 that's on the bubble and you're ranking 23rd, like out of that X1.
There was some X2s and X1s that were ranked the same.
Yeah, because they were in different blocks, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Like, our friend was 5-2, and our other friend was 6-1, right?
Yeah.
And they were both ranked the same from their respective blocks. And I was in block A, and that's ridiculous. As X1, you're ranked 23rd. Like, who must have done way better? Like, what kind of ranking system is this? This must be the most impossible, like, math or ranking system you ever have to do to figure out. But otherwise, hold it on a second day. Have top 8, like, go on the Buddy Fight and Weiss or whatever day. Just have it, like, in a little corner. Like, who cares? Just put it there. That'll be cool. I mean, I'm sure the person would be willing to come back the next day, and they'd have to keep the same deck, because you still do the top 8 deck check at the end of round 7, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would be way better. What else? I mean, yeah, judges, top 8, maybe a split day. What else do you think would be better?
Just add on another 5 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
sure,
Bring back turns or something.
Yeah,
like,
turns.
Like, turns was so good, because it just meant like, oh, now we both have 2 turns to see who wins.
Yeah, but at least, like, if you lose in turns, it's like, at least you played it out to be like, oh, I lost it in damage.
Yeah.
At least you could be content with like 1 winner, 1 loser, you know?
No, not this
double loss. It's like, sorry, you took more than 25 minutes to you.
Nah. Like, what is that? Like, I honestly believe like, the double loss is just, it makes so many a lot of people salty, because of, like, it's like, you weren't even better than me. You didn't outplay me. You just took forever with your turns, or whatever happened on my turn. It probably took a while, but like, you did not outplay me for those. Because I would generally think the first 3 rides should be the fastest, right? Because it's just one. Right? Unless you're rushing, you're not taking too much time.
Even if you're rushing,
Yeah. It's just like, that should take like at least 5 minutes, and then the rest of the 20 minutes you should just like take your time correctly, unless you're playing Angels, because that stuff takes too long. But otherwise, the event was fine. I would say also tips. Be prepared to spend some money on food. You know, the vendors and stuff, they definitely rank up their prices.
Bring some food.
Bring food. You know,
Bring snacks.
You're playing for like 12 hours if you get there. Have fun in free fight. I heard like the free, like the clan thing was a little weird. Like,
oh, I didn't get to do it.
Well, oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I would have totally done
Why
it.
would you want to do it?
I want a cool certificate.
You got a cool certificate.
Well, I want one that says
Oh
Grand
my
Blue
god. You got a certificate that says 4th place, welcome to Worlds.
But still,
I'll take that certificate over the clan thing. Whatever. Otherwise, I hope Bushiroad like listens to its people. I mean, this has been like quite an issue for a while, and it's just super disappointing at the lack of care for the competitive system here in the U.S. Like, I understand naturally as Americans we are super competitive, and whatever it is in Japan, they might just like really want to have fun or whatever their motto is. But just like at least try to be better for us. I mean, like, we buy all this merch, all this.
Yeah.
They make so much money. Like, even if, okay, I would propose that if there was an entry fee for the event, maybe $5, $10, I'm sure everyone would pay. It doesn't matter. 800 people pay, what, $20? That's $16,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money you can make in revenue just off
Just
the people.
entry fee. Man.
Just for entry fee. Like, wouldn't they want that? That's just extra, dough, an incentive to create a better one. Create a better competitive environment. And I hope that when we host our tournament in January, February, we haven't really decided, that, we provide that competitive experience where everyone's content and no one feels dissatisfied to where they're like, well, I just got cheated or something like that. Like, we don't ever want that to happen, because I felt, and I know how it feels to be cheated out of wins. I've been cheated at an event where this guy like stacked on me or was like just drawing cards from drop zone, and I wasn't noticing it or something, and I would just never want that to happen, and we would like to hope and prepare a better environment for everyone who plays this game. I mean, like, crap, dude, freaking my deck is like $700. You tell me I'm a double loss to this guy who plays Murakumo? Just like $150. I mean, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the discussion. Any last words?
No, I'm good.
This guy sucks. Anyways, later guys, have a good one. Vanguard Central out.